science class. We are going to learn new lesson, that is fiber to fabric. Already in last class, means you learn in sixth class little bit some topics about fiber to fabric, but today in our class we are going to learn little more concepts about fiber to fabric. Before that, we have to revise the lesson which we learned in sixth class. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so which lesson are we going to learn today?
Fiber to
Fiber to
fabric.
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 To fabric. So actually, why do we wear clothes? Why do we wear clothes? Right? So, what is the importance of clothes? Yes. So they protect from heat. They protect us from heat, cold, and they make us look nice and decent. Look nice and decent. So if we here, so according see మనం ఎప్పుడైతే మంచి మంచి బట్టలు వేసుకుంటామో కొంతమంది చాలా యూ లుక్స్ గుడ్ రైట్ ఇట్స్ బ్యూటిఫుల్ ఎక్కడ కొన్నా ఇది చాలా మంది అడుగుతారు అవునా సో ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ టు ఫైండ్ సూటబుల్ డ్రెస్ ఫర్ అస్ రైట్ సో clothes clothes are very important. They protect us from weather conditions. They protect us from weather conditions like cold, heat, rain, right? And they make us look good and decent. They make us look good and decent. Next, what are fibers? So, children, I think everyone has taken a small piece of fabric, right? So, children, try to observe the fabric carefully. Try to observe. See, take a piece of fabric and try to observe properly. So, what did you observe? What did you observe? Fabric.
Sir, in that small threads are there.
Yeah, in that fabric, there are small, narrow, thin threads are there, right? So, try to take a scissor and cut one edge of the fabric, edge or corner. Okay. So try to loosen the thread. See, try to do like this. So it will be little loose, and you will get small, okay, narrow threads from it. See here.
I am getting that.
Yeah. Here. So we can get from that fabric a small, narrow threads, right? See here. Okay, select a piece of fiber and try to loosen the fabric. And at the end of the edge, try to pull out a thread or yarn. Yarn is nothing but thread. Yarn
Sir,
is
I got
nothing but,
it.
yeah, thread. See, try to loosen the fabric and you will get a small, not small. If the fabric is long, you will get long threads. But if the fabric is little small, so that's why you will get a small thread. Okay, see here. So I can pull out number of threads, right? I can pull out number of threads from these fabrics. And yeah, if you observe the fabric, so the fabric made by horizontal and vertical yarns. Okay, so it's a set of horizontal and vertical threads, right? So let's take a small thread. Let's take a small thread. Okay, small thread. Let's take a small thread and try to loosen that. See, it is a small thread. I think are you able to see or not? I don't know. So it is a thread, right? Thread is nothing but yarn. So try to loosen the thread. See here. Try to loosen the thread. Okay, try to loosen the thread. And you will get more still thinner strands from it. Okay, you will get more thinner strands from it.
Sir, I'm showing it. Got.
చిన్న చిన్న పోగులు వెళ్తున్నాయి కదా. సో ఆ థ్రెడ్ నుంచి కూడా ఇంకా చిన్న చిన్న పోగులు వెళ్తున్నాయి కదా. See here.
Sir, see.
Sir, see my screen.
Yeah, very good. Very good. So the thread and number of still strands in it, right? Still thinner strands in it. See here. Right? Number of still thinner strands in it. So these still thinner strands are called fibers. These still thinner strands are called fibers. See here, observe. If you loosen the yarn or thread, you will get more still thinner strands from it, right? So these still thinner strands are called fibers. More
Excuse
these
me.
thinner strands are called fibers. Yes? Did you get? Did you
Yes.
get small thinner
Yes, sir.
పోగులు ఉన్నాయా? ఇంకా చిన్న చిన్న చాలా సన్నని పోగులు వెళ్ళాయి అవునా? So those small thinner strands
Sir, may
are called, yeah. So those small thinner strands are called fibers. Yeah, fiber. Right? So what are fibers? What are fibers? Okay, a cloth material. See, it is a cloth, right? It is a cloth, right? So a cloth materials are made of long, narrow, thin structures. Long, narrow, thin structures. These structures are contain. These structures are contain little more thinner strands in it. Little more thinner strands in it. So those strands are called fibers. Those strands fibers. Fibers. So see, fiber, a material which is available in the form of thin and continuous strands. See, it is a little thin, right? Thin and continuous. See, I took small fabric, right? That's why it is little small. But if I take a long fabric, big fabric, I may get a long thread, right? So fiber is nothing but a material which is available in the form of thin and continuous strands are called fibers. Did you get my point, everyone? Are you in the same track?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, we can make brushes also if we remove one vertical or horizontal lines.
Very much. So if you observe, we can observe there are number of threads in the fabric. There are number of threads in a fabric. So if you loosen the fabric, you will get small, narrow structures called thread. Thread is nothing but yarn. Okay, na? In scientific name, we call yarn. So, yarn, if you loosen the yarn, you will get little thinner, okay, little thinner more strands in it, right? Small thinner strands in it, and those strands are called fibers. Those strands are called fibers. Fiber is a material which is available in the form of thin and continuous strands. Available in thin and continuous strands, and these strands are called fibers. These strands are called fibers. Is it clear? Are you in the same track?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, children, are you able to see my presentation? Are you able to see presentation? Could you repeat it?
Sir, may I ask one doubt?
Yeah, definitely.
Sir, you said right that small strands are fibers. That only that strands are fibers. Otherwise, the total cloth is fiber.
No. See, the total cloth is called fabric. The total cloth is called It is a fabric. Okay, it is a fabric. Okay, fabric is made by fibers. Okay, fabric is made by fibers. Is it clear?
Fibers.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yarn is also called as fiber.
I could not get. Could you repeat it, please?
Sir, yarn is also called fiber.
Okay, yarn is nothing but the process of making thread. See, it is a thread. Thread అంటే తెలుసా దారం. You know దారం? Yarn అంటే దారం. Thread,
Yes, sir, we know.
right?
Yes, sir.
So, with the help of yarns, the arranging two sets of yarns to make fabric is called weaving, the process of making fabric. See here, if you observe fabric, so the fabric is made by yarns, threads, right? So if you observe carefully, so some of the yarns are arranged in vertical and some of the yarns are arranged in horizontal. Okay, horizontal and vertical. So this is how they will arrange yarn to make fabric. Okay, so ఇప్పుడు ఈ కర్చీఫ్ ఎలా తయారైంది? కొన్ని వందల దారాలు ఇందులో అరేంజ్ చేయబడ్డాయి. కొన్ని దారాలేమో హారిజాంటల్ గా, కొన్ని దారాలేమో వర్టికల్ గా సెట్ చేయబడ్డాయి. దెన్ ఓన్లీ the fabric made. Is it clear?
Clear,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Fibers. Children, are you able to see my screen presentation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We can see.
Sir, your video is not clear.
It's okay. Video is not clear. It's okay, no problem. So fibers. So up to now we discussed about fibers. What are fibers? A thin, small, narrow structures. A thin, long, narrow structures are called fibers, right? So from where do we get these fibers? From where do we get these fibers? Do you know? From
Sir,
where do
from
what are-
wool, sheep. From wool, sheep.
Sir, from sheep, goat, hairs.
Goats and animals.
Yeah, thank you.
Cotton, jute, cotton, jute, and
Varsha, please communicate in chat box. Okay. So if I ask any question, please communicate in chat box. Okay. Yeah. So from where do we get fibers? So we get fibers from plants and animals. We get fibers from plants and animals. Okay. So the fibers which obtained from plants and animals, those fibers are called natural fibers. The fibers which are obtained from plants and animals, those fibers are called natural fibers, because see, plants and animals are nature, right? So the fibers are nothing but a thin, long, narrow structures, right? Thin, long, narrow structures. And these fibers, so these structures are called fibers, right? And we get fibers from plants and animals. So plants, the fibers which obtained from plants and animals, those fibers are called natural fibers. The fibers which obtained from plants and animals, those fibers are called natural fiber. So cotton, what is it?
cotton.
Cotton, right?
Cotton.
So from this cotton fiber, see, if you observe, the cotton has small thin strands. Okay, small thin narrow strands in it. See here how small it is, how thin it is, right? How thin it is. So the small narrow structures are called fiber. So cotton is a fiber. Cotton is a fiber. So from where do we get this cotton? From where do we get this cotton?
From plants.
Cotton plant. From cotton plant.
From plants.
Yeah, very good. From plants. So we get cotton and jute from plants. Okay. See, మీ ఇంట్లో సుతిలీలు కానీ గోనె సంచులు కానీ ఉంటాయి కదా. గోనె సంచులు అంటే తెలుసా, గనీ బ్యాగ్స్, రైట్?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We know.
Right. So the gunny bags or sutili are made by jute fibers. Those gunny bags are Sutilis are made by jute, right? Ropes. So these cotton and jute fibers, these cottons and jute fibers we get from obtained from plants. Cotton and jute fibers are obtained from plants. Is it fine? Did you get my point?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
cotton and jutes are natural fiber or synthetic fiber.
Natural.
Natural fiber.
Natural
Yeah,
fibers.
natural fibers, right? So the fibers which are obtained from plants and animals. For example, we get fibers from animals like sheep, goat, camel, yak. Okay, so these fibers are also natural fibers because the fibers which are obtained from plants and animals, those fibers are called natural fibers. The fibers which are obtained from plants and animals. So these fibers are called natural fiber. So we get wool from sheep, goat, yak, right? We get wool from sheep, goat, yak, camel, and we get silk from silkworm. We get silk from silkworm. See, my parents
We
can
get
yeah,
silkworm,
అప్పుడప్పుడు
right? That is
right.
natural or synthetic.
Yes, it's a natural fiber because it is an animal, right? It is an insect, right? So it is a natural fiber, right? So the fibers which are obtained from animals or plants, those fibers are called natural fibers, right? See, if you observe, సిల్క్ అప్పుడప్పుడు మీ పేరెంట్స్ కట్టుకుంటారు చీరలు ఫంక్షన్స్ లో కానీ రైట్ మీరు కూడా పట్టు డ్రెస్సులు ఏమో తయారు చేసి కట్టుకుంటారు కదా వేసుకుంటారు కదా సో దోస్ సిల్క్ ఫైబర్స్ మేడ్ ఫ్రమ్ సిల్క్ వామ్ దోస్ సిల్క్ ఫైబర్స్ ఆర్ మేడ్ ఫ్రమ్ సిల్క్ వామ్ సో ఇట్ ఈస్ నౌ వింటర్ సీజన్ రైట్ సో విచ్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ క్లోత్స్ యూ వాంట్ డూ యూ లైక్ టు వేర్ స్వెటర్స్ రైట్
Woolen.
Woolen clothes, sweaters, mufflers, caps, monkey caps, socks, blouses, right? So these are all clothes are made by wool. So from where do we get wool? We get wool from sheep, goat, yak, and camel, right? Sheep, goat, yak, and camel. At the same time,
Camel also, right?
silkworm. So cotton, jute, wool, silk. So these all fibers are natural fibers. These all fibers are
Natural
natural
fiber.
fibers because the fibers which obtained from the fibers which obtained from plants and animals. Those fibers are called natural fibers. The fibers which are obtained from plants and animals. Those fibers are called natural fibers. Are you in the same track? Did you get my point? So,
Yes, sir.
jute, cotton, silk. So, these all fibers are called natural fibers. These all fibers are called
Natural
natural.
fibers.
Natural fibers.
Yeah. So, what is the second one? So, opposite to natural fibers, it is a synthetic fiber, right? So,
Artificial.
So, opposite definition, artificial or synthetic fiber. Natural fiber ki opposite, artificial or synthetic fibers. So, try to think opposite definition. The fibers which are, yeah, the fibers which are not obtained from plants and animals. The fibers,
Using
yeah,
chemicals.
yeah. The fibers which are not obtained from chemicals. Those fibers are called synthetic fibers. The fibers which are not obtained from plants and animals. So natural fibers obtained from plants and animals. The fibers which not obtained from plants and animals are called synthetic fibers. There is another definition is what the fibers which are made by chemicals. The fibers which are made by chemical substances. Okay, the fibers which are made by chemical substances. those fibers are called synthetic fibers. The fibers which are made by chemical substances. Those those fibers are called synthetic fibers, synthetic or artificial fibers. So, what are the example of synthetic fibers? Could you give any examples of synthetic fibers?
Rayon.
Communicate.
Polyester.
Yeah, nylon, polyester, acrylic. So, these are the example of.
Nylon.
Yeah. These all fibers are example of synthetic fibers. Nylon, polyester, acrylic. Okay. So these fibers are made by chemical substances. Okay. These fibers are made by chemical substances. So these fibers are called synthetic fibers. Synthetic fiber. So the fibers which are obtained from plants and animals, those fibers are called the fibers which are obtained from plants and animals. Those fibers are called.
Natural fibers.
Natural fibers.
See, opposite definition. The fibers which are not obtained from plants and animals. Those fibers are called
Synthetic fibers.
synthetic.
Synthetic fibers or
Synthetic
artificial.
fibers.
Yeah, very synthetic fibers or artificial fibers. So there is another definition for synthetic fibers, that is the fibers which are made by chemical substances. Okay, the fibers which are made by chemical substances. Those fibers are called synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers. Is it clear? Are you in the same track?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So all of you follow my slides. So what are these? Communicating chat box. Yeah. Right? Plant fibers. If you are not able to see clearly, try to zoom it. You can zoom the pictures. Try to zoom and observe the pictures carefully. Observe the pictures carefully. So these are plant fibers. Plant fibers, right? So plant fibers are, what are the examples of plant fibers? Cotton and jute. Cotton and jute. So these are the first one is cotton. First row is the cotton fiber and second row is the jute fibers. Okay. Second row is the jute fiber. So mostly the cotton plants grow in a field. Mostly the cotton plants grow in a fields, right? And which type of soil it is? It is a black soil field. Black soil field ante? What does it mean? Black soil. Hmm?
Nallamatti.
Yeah.
Black.
Matti.
Bankamatti, sorry.
Right?
Sir, first it will be like a fruit.
Yeah, it's like a fruit. See, all vegetables, fruits which we are eating, it is a part of a fruit, right? For example, tomato is a fruit, brinjal is a fruit, lemon is a fruit, like cotton fruit, it is a cotton fruit. Okay? So, cotton plants grow. Huh? Could you repeat it, please?
We can eat that.
No. See, if it is a fruit, every fruit we cannot able to eat. It is not good for your health, right? See, which is eatable fruit we can eat, but some of the fruits are not eatable fruits, right? So we should not eat. We could not eat. Okay, right? Okay, Sai Kumar, do you have any doubts?
Sir, cotton fruit, it will bubble and cotton will come out now.
Yeah. It blast. It burst. Burst ante pagilipovam. So when the cotton is mature, see here, if you observe the cotton plant, so mostly the cotton plants grow in black soil. And once if the grow very well, the cotton fruits come out from the plants, right? The cotton fruits grow very well. When it grow very well, when after that the fruit mature and the panduga martadu, right? Once if the cotton fruit grow very well, it mature. Once it matures, it will burst. Ante open అయిపోతుంది, పగిలిపోతుంది. Burst. So from that we get cotton fiber. So if you observe second and third picture, you will understand. So from that cotton fruit we get cotton fibers. From the cotton fruit we get cotton fibers. Is it clear?
Sir, one
Yes,
thing
sir.
Could you repeat
Sir,
it?
it can,
Excuse me, sir.
ఇప్పుడు
sir, it
చిన్న
can grow in red.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, how machine can divide seeds and cotton?
Could you repeat it, please? I did not get your question.
I am writing in chat box, sir.
Okay. See. So mostly the cotton is by hand. Okay, in earlier days, మనం ఏం చేసాం ఆ కాటన్ ఫైబర్ ని చేతులతో తీసేవాళ్ళు. But nowadays there are number of machines to pick separate the cotton from the plant. Okay.
Sorry for the disturbance. Your voice is not clear.
Cotton plant, right? Okay, Peter, please mute your.
Sir, your voice
Okay.
little mute.
I will mute.
ఎవరికి నెట్ ఆకాశింది అందరి వాయిస్ ఇస్ క్లియర్ అని పెట్టుకున్నారు.
Thank you. Okay, students. Right. So jute. So mostly the cotton fiber picked by hand in earlier days, but there are number of machines to separate cotton fiber from the plants, harvesters, right? Okay. Next, jute plants. So try to zoom the jute pictures. Okay. So jute
Sir,
plant.
I have a doubt.
Yeah. Yes, Pavan.
Sir, this cotton plant will grow in red soil also.
See, it will grow, but as see కొన్ని మనం అంటాం కదా పంట ఎక్కువ వచ్చింది తక్కువ వచ్చింది అని. So it will grow in red soil also, but it won't give much fruits, much cotton fiber. Okay.
Okay, sir.
కొంచెం డిసీజెస్ ఏమైనా వచ్చినా చనిపోతాయి అన్నట్టు. ఓకేనా?
Okay, sir.
And it need a warm climate, warm weather conditions. Okay, right. So try to zoom the jute pictures, jute fibers. So jute plants mainly grow in Assam, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh. Okay, jute plants mainly grow in Bihar, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, Uttar Pradesh. So what are the uses of jute plant? So jute is a common fiber. So there are many uses of jute plants. We can make ropes, gunny bags, handbags, right? So there are Uttar Pradesh, right? So there are number of uses, many uses with the jute plants. So mostly we get jute from stem of the jute plants. We get jute from stem of the jute plants. So in once the plants grow, the jute plants grow very well when it is in flowering stage. Once the plant gets started flowering, so they will cut the plants. They will cut the plants, okay, and they will rot, okay, నానబెట్టడం అంట, roten in water for few days, okay, immerse in water in the for few days. Those stems, they will collect the stems and they will immerse the water for few days. Immerse అంటే నీటిలో ఉంచడం, okay, or roten and నానబెడతారు. So after few days they will get fiber from the stem of the jute. They will get some fibers from stem of the jute, right? So that fibers, from that fiber they will make different types of things like gunny bags, ropes, okay, and handbags, okay. So they will make different things. So this is about plant fibers. Yes, Nana.
First it will grow and we should cut it and we should rotten in the water and we should keep on the ground for a few days.
Yeah.
Sir,
From that it will come jute.
Yeah. Varsha, could you repeat it?
Sir, what is the use for rotting? We will not rot the cotton, right?
Yeah, see here, మన కాటన్ ఫైబర్స్ ఇలా అంటే ఫైబర్స్ వచ్చేస్తున్నాయి, రైట్? బట్ స్టెమ్ చాలా గట్టిగా ఉంటది, అవునా? లిటిల్ స్ట్రాంగ్. ఇట్ ఈస్ లిటిల్ హార్డ్ టు గెట్
Yes, sir.
ఫైబర్. సో మనం ఒకసారి నానబెట్టామనుకోండి, సో ఇట్ ఈస్ లిటిల్ ఈజీ టు బ్రింగ్ అవుట్ ద ఫైబర్స్ ఫ్రమ్ ద ప్లాంట్స్. Yes, it is little easy to bring out the fibers from the plants. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much. So next slide. So these are natural fibers.
Yes, sir.
Get obtained from plants, right? Next, the fibers which are obtained from animals. The fibers which are obtained from animals. Children, are you able to see my presentation?
Sir.
Yeah. The fibers.
Sir, once explain the jute.
Okay, see, jute plants mainly grow in Bihar, Assam, Uttar Pradesh, right? So jute plants grow in a fields. Jute plants grow in a fields. Once the jute plants grow very well, it will give flowers. So when the plant gives flower in a flowering stage, they will cut the stems of the jute plant. They will cut the stems of jute plant. And what will they do? They will rotate the stem for few days. Okay, they will immerse the stems of jute in a water for few days. From that rotten stem, they will get fibers, jute fibers. With the help of the jute fiber, they will make different things. Okay, see, actually ఇదంతా మీకు ఈ లెసన్ లో లేదు, బట్ some of the members forgot. Yes, 6th class
Sir, I
lesson,
did
so
this
that's why I'm
experiment.
repeating the same topic. Okay,
Sir, I did this experiment at last year.
Sai Kumar, could you repeat it please?
I did it at last year.
Okay, okay, okay. I think it is a 6th class lesson. ఎందుకంటే కొంతమంది say like you, they don't know how to watch
Some
it.
of the jute plant and
Yeah.
soaked in water, and we should need to peel off it. Then we'll get some small threads. We
Yeah,
should need to spin it.
yeah.
It will become like a thread. We should need to make a cloth.
Yeah, if it is, see, if you are in school, I will also wants to show all things, but it is not possible now. Okay, so next, animal fibers, the fibers which obtained from animals, the fibers which are obtained from animals. So wool and silk, wool and silk fibers are obtained from animals. So in this lesson, we are going to learn about animal fibers. In this lesson, we are going to learn about animals fibers. Okay, so
Fiber.
yeah, we'll discuss first. And okay, we learn 3 to 4 processes in 6th class, right? First process is ginning. First process is ginning. So the cotton fibers are separated by hands or harvesters. So then the cotton seed. So cotton fiber contains seeds in it, right? The fiber, cotton fiber contains seeds in it. So the seeds are separated by combing. The seeds are separated by combing. The process of separating seeds by combing is called ginning. The process of separating seeds from the cotton by combing, and this process is called ginning. What is meant by ginning? The process of separating seeds by combing. This process is called ginning. The process of separating seeds by combing. The process of separating seeds from cotton fiber. The process of separating seeds from cotton fiber by combing is called ginning. Are you in the same track?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Slide. Observe my slide carefully. Okay. The process of separating seeds from the cotton fiber by combing. This process is called ginning. The process of separating seeds from cotton fiber by combing. This process is called ginning. Okay. Next, spinning. So we get seedless fibers, right? We get seedless cotton fiber, right? So what is the use of cotton fibers? So to make fabric, the fibers turn into threads. Fibers need to turn into threads or yarns. So the process of making yarn or thread from fiber is called the spinning. Okay, see here. Okay, see here. It is
Sir,
a
we will do cotton buds.
yeah,
That.
it's cotton, right? So the process of making thread or yarn from cotton fiber is called spinning. Okay, the process of making. Okay, the process of making yarn from fibers is called spinning. See here, I prepared yarn from cotton fiber, right? The process of making yarn from fiber is called spinning. So this process is called spinning, right? See here. Just a minute. Okay. See here, the process of making yarn from cotton fiber is called spinning. This process is called spinning.
Spin.
See how I am able to do, right? See the process of making yarn or thread. Okay, the process of making yarn from fiber is called spinning. See here. The process of making yarn from cotton fiber is called spinning. So in earlier days, the people made yarn or thread by hand by this way. But after that, they are using different devices to make yarn from the fiber. They are using different devices to make yarn from the fiber. So what is spinning? The process of making yarn from cotton fiber. Not only cotton fiber, okay, the process of making yarn from fibers is called spinning. The process of making yarn is nothing but thread, okay. The process of making yarn from fiber is called spinning. So spinning, people are using now different devices. So in earlier days, people use a small device called takli. Okay, in earlier days, the people use small device called takli. By using takli, by using this takli, they will prepare yarn. And after some days, they will use చెరక ఓకేనా. మీరు గాంధీజీ ఇండిపెండెన్స్ అప్పుడు చూస్తూ ఉంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఫేమస్ బై యూజింగ్ చెరక టు మేక్ yarn, right? So
This instrument. He said that don't wear other clothes.
okay, observe my slide. Try to zoom the pictures. Okay, try to zoom the pictures. You can able to see the చెరక. Okay, so spinning is nothing but making yarn. The process of making yarn from fibers is called spinning. So people use different devices, takli and cherka. Okay. So once we get threads from fibers, so next we have to wave. What is mean by waving? So to make fabric by the yarns, there are two main processes. There are many processes, but to make fabric from the threads, there are two main processes. So what are that? One is waving, another one is knitting. Weaving and knitting. Weaving and knitting. So what does it mean by weaving? What does it mean by weaving?
Sir,
Yeah, all of you focus on my slide and video. Okay. So the process of arranging two sets of yarns. The process of arranging two sets of yarns together. అంటే ఒక ఫ్యాబ్రిక్ తయారు చేయడానికి yarns ని two sets గా అరేంజ్ చేయాలి. One set is vertically, another set is horizontally. The process of arranging, okay, the process of arranging two sets of yarns together, kalipi, to make a fabric is called weaving. The process of arranging two sets of yarns together, kalipi, okay, horizontally, vertically, the yarns together to make a fabric, and this process is called weaving. This process is called weaving. So if you observe your clothes are made by weaving. Okay, if you observe in your clothes, the yarns and threads are arranged in a vertically and horizontally together to make fabric, and this process is called weaving. So observe the picture. So weaving is done by loom. Weaving is done by loom. Telugulo aithe maggam antam manam. Weaving is done by loom. తెలుగులో మనం మగ్గం అంటాం. చేనేత వాళ్ళు యూజ్ చేస్తారు కదా మగ్గాలని. యా, సో people used to make device that maggam, loom. Okay, nowadays number of machines, electronic loom machines also available. So in earlier days people loom with their hands by loom. See here, see children, see, observe the pictures carefully, video. So some of the yarns arranged in a vertically and some of the yarns arranged in a horizontally. So these all yarns together make fabric. These all yarns together make fabric. So this process is called weaving. The process of arranging two sets of yarns together to make a fabric is called weaving. Okay, weaving is done by loom. Okay, looms are two types. Maggalu rendu rakalu. So handmade loom, general loom and electronic looms. Okay, electronic looms, by using power it can do many things. Okay, yeah.
Sir, without power it won't do.
So without power there are some looms, but we have to do the work. Now in this video he is using general loom without electronic power loom, but electric power looms, they will do their self all things. Artificial looms, those are okay. Clear? Next, knitting. So it is the last concept in this 6th class concept. Okay, knitting is a single yarn is used to make a piece of fabric. What is knitting? A single yarn used to make a piece of fabric. So if you observe your sweaters, mufflers, socks, and your parents made number of designs with the help of wool, right? So those are all fabrics made by single yarn. ఇప్పుడు weaving లో two types of yarns కావాలి మనకి. So two sets, right? One set of is horizontally and another set is vertically, right? But in knitting, by using a single yarn, ఒకటే పొడవైన దారం తోటి they will make different types of fabrics. Okay, let's.
Can I ask one doubt?
Yeah, definitely.
Sir, by knitting we can only make woolen clothes or other clothes also.
Woolen clothes only. Socks are made by knitting. Okay.
Sweaters.
Okay, sweaters, mufflers, gloves,
Kerchief.
Monkey cap.
made by weaving. Kerchief. Some of the kerchiefs are made by knitting, but mostly kerchiefs are made by weaving, because you can understand, right? Akada two sets of fabric fibers ఉంటాయి, horizontal and vertical, right? Your dress are
Yes,
made,
sir.
but mostly the sweaters, muffler, gloves, socks are made by knitting. So the process of making, okay, a single yarn used to make a piece of fabric. అంటే ఒకటే దారం తోటి ఒక చిన్న అంటే ఒక ఫ్యాబ్రిక్ ని రెడీ చేస్తే దాని ఆ ప్రాసెస్ ఏమంటాం? knitting. The process of making Okay, a single yarn is used to make a piece of fabric. A single yarn is used to make a piece of fabric is called knitting. See here, she is making sweater. I think so. Okay, so she is making sweater by using a single yarn. Okay, by using a single yarn. So this process, a single yarn is used to make a piece of fabric is called knitting. Okay, a single yarn is used to make a piece of fabric is called knitting. See here, a single yarn used to make a piece of fabric is called, see, how is it? A single yarn. See, she made that sweater by only single yarn. ఒకటే దారంతో. Right? So, a single yarn is used to make a piece of fabric is called knitting. See, how is it? Okay, now sweater is prepared. Right? Now sweater is prepared.
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Without any horizontal and
This process is called knitting. Okay, a single yarn is used to make a piece of fabric. It's called knitting. Is it clear? Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, children. I think you understand. It is a 6th class concept. So next, we'll discuss about the fibers from animals. Okay, the fibers from animals. See here. So we'll discuss in the next class. Okay, tomorrow class. Okay, about these all things. Okay, fibers from.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you, children. If you did not understand anything, please feel free to call after 2 o'clock. Okay, don't worry. And the did you understand or do you have any doubts?
No
Understood,
doubts, sir.
sir.